Now at noon, the 5 freeway in Sun Valley flowing again after a deadly crash shut it down at the 170 for hours. Thanks for joining us for the KTLA 5 News at noon. I'm Glenn Walker.
And I'm Lou Parker. 2 people died when their van erupted in flames after getting hit.
KTLA 5's Alina Abovian is in Sun Valley with new information on those victims. Alina.
This morning. Now we have learned some information about the 8-year-old man out of Sunland. Car caught. This is the 5 South at the 170 interchange. It's a white Dodge minivan. The 28-year-old man was behind the wheel. According to the CHP, this all started at 5:05 this morning. A call came in of a minor traffic accident between a white van and a blue Dodge sedan. The blue Dodge made it over to the left shoulder, but the white minivan was stalled in the number 3 lane. In that moment, a tractor trailer coming down the 5 South slams into the minivan with 2 occupants inside, that 28-year-old man and the woman in her 80s. The minivan bursts into flames. Sadly, both people inside that vehicle died. They could not make it out in time. Firefighters responded to this. They very quickly put out the flames, but could not save the people trapped inside that vehicle. The CHP immediately shutting down all 5 lanes of the 5 southbound freeway, rerouting drivers early this morning to the 170. The 5 freeway closed from 5 a.m. till about 11 a.m. today. We spoke to the driver of that truck this morning. He was not injured, but was very emotionally distraught, very heartbroken over what happened this morning. He explained to us the minivan didn't have its lights on. It was dark out and he didn't see the car in time to stop. According to the CHP, the investigation is still ongoing, but so far no signs of drugs or alcohol being a factor here. As for the driver of the blue Dodge, that person was not injured. Now back out here live, as you can see, the on-ramp to the 5 freeway is open and the 5 freeway is moving again at this hour. As for the 2 victims, the 28-year-old man, the woman in her 80s, neither have been identified. I'm Lena Bovian, live here in Sun Valley. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thank you, Alina. Another innocent driver has been injured in yet another pursuit-related crash. This one happening this morning in Willowbrook.
This is the latest in a string of recent police chases that resulted in innocent victims being hurt or killed. And
now local law enforcement tactics are facing scrutiny. KTLA 5's Kimberly Chang live now in downtown LA with details on these dangerous chases. Kimberly?
Hi, there's been a series of pursuit crashes in recent weeks, some becoming deadly. One happened today, in fact, in the Willowbrook area. LA County Sheriff's deputies were chasing a reported stolen vehicle. Authorities say a civilian car was struck near Mona and El Segundo Boulevards. We're told one person was injured, transported by ambulance. No update on that person's condition. In South LA last night, a person who was not involved in a chase was taken to a hospital following a crash. This was a reported stolen vehicle pursuit. It happened around 8 p.m. near Gage Avenue and San Pedro Street in the Florence neighborhood. Police say the suspect vehicle ran a red light and crashed into the victim's car. In Whittier, also yesterday, sheriff's deputies performed a pit maneuver on a van that was reportedly stolen. Sky 5 was overhead when the van went spinning into several parked cars. No reports of injuries there. 3 people were taken into custody. And we told you about this yesterday in Northridge. A chase turned deadly. A 19-year-old CSUN student was an innocent victim. His family said he was killed on his way home from work. A suspect vehicle being pursued by LAPD ran a red light and collided with his car. Police arrested the driver, who was believed to be an armed robbery suspect. The victim's family called on police to do something to avoid deaths of innocent victims. Mark Meredith, an expert in police practices, says pursuits come down to a balance test.
If the threat